Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you could join me today. As you can see, I'm in new digs. I've got my bookcase relocated. I'm sitting in a nice comfy chair. This chair is my grandmother's chair and it's about 100 years old. It has moved however many times I have moved with me. It's such a comfortable chair, and it's got all the original, you know, coverings on it and everything. I probably need to get it reupholstered and stuff, but I kind of hesitate to. It's just got that nostalgic feel to it, and I remember sitting in it in my grandmother's living room and when I was a kid. So okay, enough of me gushing about the past, but yes, it's really comfortable and I'm so excited to film today's video and my future videos in this chair. With that being said, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today, just kind of have more of a casual chat. I am going to talk about some of the books I've been reading. I'm also going to talk to you about some of the things that I am adding to the channel that I think you will find interesting and hopefully you'll check in on. I'm also going to talk a little bit more about the description area at the bottom of my videos. I've made a few changes there. I've made a few updates to links that you can find me at and support me at. So I'll talk about that towards the end of the video. So stick around. Don't go anywhere because I want to make sure you get to hear that. Okay? So let's get right to it. Let's start with the books I'm currently reading. I am currently reading 3, well, technically 4, but I'll get to that in a minute. I am still reading Perdido Street Station by China Miéville. This is a bit of a slower read for me, so I'm taking my time with it. I've put it down for a little bit to focus on a couple of other books, but I am by no means not enjoying this book. It's a very, very good book. I really like where it's going. I'm excited to see what happens next. But it's just a little bit of a slower read, at least at first. So I've kind of put it down a little bit to focus on other things. So I'll keep you posted as I go along, and once I finish it, there will be a review for it, of course, as always. The next book I'm reading is Firesea. This is the 3rd book in the Deathgate cycle by Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this one. This is the book I've been reading the last couple of days. I'm just having a real hard time putting it down. And this is a series that you really need to read from beginning to end. So Dragon Wing is a really great book. It starts off a little bit slower and then it picks up a little bit. Elvenstar is a little bit faster paced, but still not as fast paced, and there's a lot of humor in there to keep you interested in things, so it's really good. And then Firesea is really where we get to see a lot of interesting things pop up. We're learning more about the Patron and the Sartan races, and supposedly the Sartan race has become extinct and they're trying to figure out why. So I'm really engaged at this point. It's an excellent story. I'm having a great time. So I'll talk more about this. As you know, as I've said in a previous video, I'm looking to finish this series this year. So I'm working on it. I'm getting there. And the 3rd book that I'm wholeheartedly and fastly working through is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 3 in Mistborn Era 1. So I am almost done with the trilogy, and I can't wait to see the ending. I have heard that the ending has very mixed reviews. There's a lot of mixed feelings around how it ends. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know if I'm going to like the ending or if I'm not, how I'm going to feel after it ends. So I will let you know as I get further into it, but this book really picks up fast. The 1st and 2nd books were good, but they were a little bit slower paced because they were still kind of building the world and the characters. Now we're really ramping up. the action, and I can definitely see it pushing itself toward the final ending. And of course, there is a Mistborn Era 2 series, but it's set, I think, several hundred years later than this one. So I may pick that up at some point, but I'm definitely anxious to see how this one ends. So that's the books I'm reading now. I do have another one. It was just recently gifted to me. It's a new release, so I'll be working through that one. It's a compendium of short stories with a piratey feel, and I love pirates, so I'm anxious to read that one. And when I do the review for it, I'll be telling you a little bit more in detail, because there's a lot of cool details surrounding this new release. And I want to make sure that you guys get the straight dope on that. So as soon as I finish that one, I will let you know too. But I haven't started reading it yet because I'm working on these other 3 books. So stay tuned for more on that. And you may be asking why I moved locations. I kind of been wanting kind of more of an enclosed private room to film my videos in. I was currently filming in the living room, and my kids live with me, and the potential traffic in and out might disrupt the videos or whatever, and the lighting also wasn't the greatest at times, so that was hard to regulate. So I decided to try something different, move the bookcase into another room, and we had to rearrange some furniture as well to make room for some new purchases that we made. So it just kind of worked out really good, and I think it's a good setup. I've got a nice picture of a dragon up here in front of me, and I've got my dragon here, of course. I'm surrounded by dragons, and let me know what you think in the comments about my new filming area. I'd love to hear more from you and what you think. New things that are coming to my channel. I recently, well, not recently, about a few months back, I started a second YouTube channel focused on more philosophical and thoughtful pursuits. So it focused on philosophies like Taoism and Buddhism and Stoicism, and some quotes that mean a lot to me and inspire me, and some books that I have read along that vein. And I've started thinking recently that would be something that I would probably like to incorporate into my main channel. This is my main channel, and it's where I have the most subscribers and I provide the most content. And since I do a lot of book reviews on that other channel as well, albeit nonfiction books, I figured that would be best fitted into my regular main channel. So that is what I'm doing. I will be adding a second day to this channel that will be devoted to nonfiction. So if you enjoy nonfiction as well as fiction, then you should check out my other video during the week. It will probably be on Tuesday or Thursday, somewhere around there. I haven't quite decided, but you'll get notifications from me when I have a new video up. And it will be devoted to nonfiction book reviews and quotes and philosophies that mean a lot to me. And as I mentioned before, I am a minimalist, so I'll be talking about minimalism from time to time there as well. And that is a good chance to explore reality as it is in our real world, because as you know, fantasy is a way to escape reality. Any fiction is, really. So this will give us a chance to explore thoughts and feelings and belief systems around the reality that we live in through nonfiction books and philosophical works and other things like that. So if that's something that sparks your interest, let me know in the comments, and you'll definitely be getting notifications once those videos go live. But don't worry, all my Friday videos are going to be the same. It's going to be surrounded by fiction, fantasy, science fiction, mystery. I'll have TV and movie reviews in there from time to time, just like I always do. That's not going to change. But this is just going to be something a little extra for those of you that enjoy a good nonfiction or philosophical discussion as well. So, and in reality, even fiction explores those things, but in more of a what-if setting. So, at least in my mind, a lot of fiction can relate to real life as well. And we may explore that a little bit on my other videos during the week. So, stay tuned for that. I hope you'll join me for those videos. I hope you really get a lot out of them and enjoy them. But for those of you that still want lots of fiction reviews and fiction-related videos, as I said, don't worry. I'm still going to be having them. Every Friday, never fail. Unless I'm on vacation, I'll still try to have one queued up to release if I'm on vacation. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments on that. And finally, the description area below my videos, if you're not familiar with how those description areas work, it gives you a little bit more detail into some of the things I've talked about in the videos. I will post links to books I have reviewed. So the books I talked about today, I'll put some links down there. They are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of a stipend from Amazon or other companies that I choose to put links to down there. No additional cost to you, but they are there as affiliate links. So if you want to purchase these books, make sure you purchase them through those links. That definitely helps me. And you'll find some other ways to interact with me. So I have my Facebook and my Twitter link down there. There's some links down there so that you can check out my art, because I'm an artist as well, if that's something that interests you. I may put a link from time to time to my book. I did write a book. I don't talk about it much on this channel, but I might throw it down there just in case you're interested. Also, I've started to put my Patreon link down there, because you can support me via Patreon if you want to be a regular subscriber and supporter of what I do here. I would love for you to be able to join me on Patreon, and there's some extra little perks and kicks that you get if you support me on Patreon. So I will have my link to Patreon down there. And if you just decide one day, hey, I want to send Chaz a little something to buy a coffee or a new book or whatever that might be, you can find my link to my Cash App profile, the Square Cash, or I think it's just called the Cash App now, and you can toss me a little coin. I'm not a witcher, but you can toss a coin to your witcher if you see me as a witcher. I haven't slayed any monsters, but if you want to toss me a few coins to maybe buy another book or something of that nature, I would greatly appreciate that too. So that is pretty much it for this quick update. I would love to talk with you in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are about some of the stuff I've shared. What do you think about some of the books that I talked about at the beginning and some of the changes to my channel? Let me know, good or bad. If you don't like it, let me know. If you do like it, definitely let me know, and we'll see where that discussion goes, right? I'm an easy guy to talk with, and I'm an easy guy to give feedback to, so please, I would love your feedback either way. It helps me grow as a YouTuber, and so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please take a moment to share and subscribe. Like the video if you want to support what I do here as well. And make sure to let all your friends know I've got a new video up and tell them about my channel. And most importantly, guys, remember, you need to be reading more books. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.